Alright, welcome back, bitches. Today we are going to be doing some aguachiles, so go ahead and stay tuned to see how we do them. I like to start by peeling my shrimp. It depends which kind you get. Unos traen más cáscara, some they have less. These that I bought, they're already butterflied, so they're clean and everything. So just make sure that you peel them. I like to start with the tail, and then it makes it easier to peel the top. And just make sure that you clean them through. If they're not clean, cut them butterfly style and take out all the dirtiness out of them. And after you do that, we are going to be rinsing them with hot water. I like to use hot water just because they cook a lot faster. And no, you do not put soap. My cousin asked the stupidest question. She said, why do you put soap? Bitch, they just look like that when you're cleaning them. They just release that little like, I don't know what it's called, but it's not fucking soap. Do not put soap in them. So just make sure that you rinse them really good. You clean them out. And that way if you have any cascara left over or anything, just pick it out. And make sure your hands are clean. Wash your fucking hands before you start doing this. Don't be dirty. And I also like to wash my sink in case any of like the shrimp fall out or anything. I always wash my sink. Make sure that shit is like fucking clean. Alright, and next you are going to be cutting them. Cut them into however many pieces you want. I usually like to cut it into 3 just because, you know, I like smaller pieces. So I cut it into 3. I rinse them again with hot water once again so that they cook faster. And just make sure that they're clean. Take out any little basurita that it has. And then don't be stupid and tip it over because I fucking did that. And yeah, just make sure you rinse them really, really good. That way that they don't taste like funky or anything. After you do that, you're going to be pouring the lemon into it. So just squeeze about, yeah, I did that many lemons. I think it was about like 15 lemons maybe. It just really depends how big they are and how juicy they are. So just make sure that when you buy them, you buy a lot of lemon. It's better to have it left over than for you to be needing some because lemon and chili are the 2 main ingredients in this. And just make sure that you cover it all in the lemon. And you guys see how it's already kind of pink? Since we're washing it with hot water, it's already like kind of cooked. That way when you add the lemon to it, it cooks it so much faster and you don't have to wait for it to finish cooking all the way because that's what takes forever. And then just make sure that you add enough lemon to cover them. That way they cook thoroughly, they cook faster. And then when I do this, I actually like to add like the salt and pepper. I add norcisa, like a teaspoon of it. I'm not sure what it's called. It's just like that powdered chicken broth, and then I add the salt and pepper to it. And I do this every time I like rinse them out. I do it into the mix. I just make sure you mix it really well, cover it with the lemon, and then just let them sit. And you could already see that they start to cook and they look so motherfucking bomb. While they're cooking, I like to take all the chiles and blend them in. I use, depending how many I'm making, how many pounds of shrimp I'm making, I do from like 6 to 9 jalapenos. And then I cut them in half and I take out the little veins to take out the seeds. I don't like having any of the seeds in there. And then I always use jalapenos just because they're less spicy. So you're able to use a lot more chilies. And it's a lot greener. You don't have to add that much water to it. So then yeah, just make sure you cut them in half. Take out the seeds. And at the very end, just add, depending how spicy you want them, add maybe like 2 to 4 serranos. Just so that it's spicier. And then after you do that, you are going to add some pepper, some salt to that as well, and some lemon juice. So chili, salt, pepper, and the lemon are like the main ingredients to this. After you add everything in, just put them in the blender. Make sure that you're blending it. If it doesn't want to blend, after you put the lemon, I add a tiny bit of water, not a lot because then it really waters them down. So just add a tiny bit of lemon so that it gets them going, or add more lemon or anything. Then you're going to be cutting all your vegetables. I like to cut the vegetables at the very end because sometimes when you cut the cucumber, it goes like a little bit like squishy and I hate that. So then you're gonna dice up the cucumber, and the onion you're just gonna do regular slices, and then just make sure you cut the bottoms and tops of the onion because I didn't do that and it's bugging me. After that, you're gonna pour out about half of the lemon that you used to cook the shrimp, just so that it's not like shokia or anything. And you're gonna add some fresh new lemon. You're gonna add the little salsa to it. You're gonna add a tiny bit of more pepper and salt and a little bit of norcisa, and you're gonna be mixing that shit real motherfucking quick. You add it like that. And then you add all the vegetables, the cucumber that you diced up, the onion that you sliced up, add everything to it, and then just add, taste them, see if they need any more salt, any more lemon, un poquito más chile. Just make sure that they are good, the way that you like them. And then, yeah, that's gonna be it. You are all done, bitches. All right, thank you for watching. Stay tuned.